Dianne's meteoric career from community organizer to president and chief executive officer is unprecedented.
Choosing 3 words to describe my mom is not easy, but I've given it a little thought.
Beautiful.
Dianne is a win-win.
Brilliant.
Everybody comes out a winner.
Funny.
Dianne is passionate, generous, and caring.
She has this wonderful, warm personality that draws people.
Dianne is deeply smart. She is beautiful, and she is an incredibly talented storyteller.
3rd word would be action. She works very hard to actively make people's lives better.
I really think she's the kind of person who can just find a nugget of something interesting or funny or peculiar in every situation and run with it.
Dianne is special because she is really focused and she works very hard on making society and the world a better place.
I would say I think about education when I think about my mom. She has worked very hard with a lot of people to educate others to make healthy choices about their own lives.
She began as a volunteer chairing legendary, profitable fundraisers.
She virtually saved the ballet from bankruptcy.
Her ability to charm business owners into donating everything inspired our slogan, "With Dianne in charge, the gross is the net."
She loves nothing more than to get together with friends and turn that into a project that makes the city better.
Dianne is an entrepreneur. You know, she started out raising money for arts organizations with fantastic benefits.
She wants this community to be brilliant, to be vibrant.
She's a collaborator, and she's a collaborator for the city of Cincinnati, for our community at large, for any community that she's a part of.
She has her own business, you know, Clever Crazes for Kids. She's very involved in the youth and education and turning STEM into STEAM, i.e. add arts.
And she has, as you know, launched Clever Crazes for Kids, which is really a visionary and it's a genius platform to get kids excited about STEM discipline.
Dianne has always included me in her sort of inner circle, and she's always invited me in. She's introduced me to the community in ways that, you know, no one else has or maybe could.
But what I always marvel at in so many different situations, no matter if she's the chair of a gala committee or if she is on a nominating committee, is how she's able to make everybody around the table feel really good and valued.
You know, I wish I was funny because I'd love to laugh, but I don't feel like I'm that funny. She makes me feel like I'm funny.
My favorite moment with Dianne Dunkelman was that she actually invited me when I was provost to her house, to one of her famous parties.
And she said, I want to do an Alice in Wonderland party.
Just to give you an idea what a party is like at the Dunkelman residence, there were these beautiful tables and everything was just perfect, but the theme was University of Cincinnati cheerleaders.
So, lo and behold, I mean, her home, Mad Hatter hats that had incredible decor, and
the UC cheerleaders actually appeared, several of them, and not only did they cheer, but they also did acrobatics and things like that.
Every part of it, you know, she's got that joie de vivre, she's got that very detailed artistic eye, and it was beyond unbelievable. It was maybe one of the most amazing parties I've been to.
One of my favorite stories about my mom is a family story. So in 1966, when my parents got married, they were very young. My father came from a family of all boys and was the first to marry. So my mother was the first daughter on that side of the family. And she was very loved and very embraced by her in-laws. My grandfather in particular, my dad's dad, really adored having a girl in the family, a young girl in the family. And they developed a very strong relationship. Many years later, when her father-in-law moved to St. Louis and remarried, my mother had an opportunity to embrace his new wife and love her and bring her into the family just as much as she was brought into the family. And as my grandfather got older and older, my mother made sure that he was called every day, that he was just very well loved and taken care of, and all of his needs were met, and that he was as happy as can be. And I loved being able to show my children how my mother was looking after her in-laws, the older generation.
I'm sure it doesn't hurt to be as beautiful, charming, and brilliant as Dianne. She has that Midas touch and look, and we're so happy to have her working her magic for us. Thank you, Lady Di.